That's dude, I had a fella in my old building offer to kill someone that we both knew that we didn't, I guess think should be alive. He offered to kill him for $1,000. So you telling me, Richards, that I can get a human removed from the earth for $1,000, but a damn branch fell in my yard. A damn branch, man. One of Mother Nature's damn knuckles, bro. That bitch just fell in my yard, man. It just, a branch is basically, it's like a tree just taking a shit in your yard. Let's be honest, and so that thing hit, it hit down in the yard, and the man came, and, the branch man up there from Richards Branch Company or something. Richards Forest or Deforestry or something. I don't know what they were doing. Some kind of, it's probably, people using drugs and trying to get better but working with branches in the meantime and stuff. But, the man came and he said $1,100 to get the branch out of the yard. And that shook me a little. That really twisted my dick, man, honestly. It felt like somebody just wrapped my nuts around my neck. Because $1,100, that's dude, I had a fella in my old building offer to kill someone that we both knew that we didn't, I guess think should be alive. He offered to kill him for $1,000. So you telling me, Richards, that I can get a human removed from the earth for $1,000, but $1,100 out here on this dead wood? Come on, bro. So I'll tell you, what I did? I'll tell you exactly what I did. I got me a Fisker's saw. I brought it. I got me that Fisker's 18-inch right there with that antelope front. That anteater, that gripper, baby. And as he's telling me 11, I'm cutting that bastard off and throwing chunks over the fence. There goes $200 worth right there. Now we down to $900, Richards. And he's still rattling on about the price, and he had said, well, we got to have our guys insured. I said, bitch, put on some cleats. You know what I'm saying? Protect your ankles, daddy. And I sawed off another chunk and threw that bastard over the fence. Now 2/5 of it's gone, Richards. We're down to damn $700-800 worth of branch left, according to you. So you just got to be careful. They'll gouge you. The people are shocked that God have some good apps when you think about it. Water, fire, gravity, smoke, wolves. What else? Maybe lightning, maybe. I guess, lightning's good, but yeah, lightning, and that's probably some of the top 4 or 7. And the thing is that those are the original apps. People nowadays think, oh, I got this, I got GoPuff, I got, Big Girl or whatever some of the apps are. Bitch, that's nothing. Because God had those apps, baby. Fire, water. Dude, he pressed that water button. Pew, Atlantis, dog. You know what I'm saying? The bus stop was suddenly freaking 400 feet underwater. He pressed the fire button, and bam, son, San Bernardino was born. It's just, we got to think about the power. Mother Nature really has the ultimate apps. Even though we get caught up in our own, we start to get further and further from nature. I get further and further. It's kind of remarkable because I'll see a drone and I'll be fascinated. But I'll see one of those fat bumblebees, one of those freaking lemony thickets, And I won't be like, oh, whatever. I'm kind of scared or I'm not scared. I can't really decide. But wasps, I know I'm scared. Fat bumblebees, like, by the time I decide if I'm scared or not, I've kind of left wherever it was at. And they didn't have them when I was young. They didn't have those fat bumblebees. These bitches are new. They're from Mexico or somewhere where, you know, there's been a lot of incoming traffic, you feel me? So that's a new thing, man. But it's just funny that I'll see a drone and be fascinated, but I'll see a bumblebee and be like, And it's like, damn, that thing's working without batteries, baby boy. That's on OnlyFans, and if she's the cash me outside girl. And she definitely, you could tell she's probably been banging a lot of brothers. And that's, let's be honest, dude. You know, you ain't getting near her unless you really, that cafe de color with a little neck tat, fam. You feel me? Like, I bet an ankle bracelet makes, you know, really makes her feel erect, probably. And I can say that she's not a child anymore. Also, is this a crime? But anyway, she's on OnlyFans now. And they said she made a ton of money on OnlyFans, the most ever, like $1 million. Let me read it, actually. She turned 18 and made $1 million in 6 hours. Pretty crazy. You know, what scares me about apps is that just how they can quickly share whatever information and just the freedoms we allow them to have. You know, when I was growing up and I was a child, if you say you bought something from somewhere, you know, you bought your little donut or a little Kreller from the bakery, and they'd have a big lady working over there. Look, if it wasn't a big lady working at the bakery, I'm leaving. Okay, boss, I ain't buying a fucking donut from some little, you know, some skinny little biscuit, you know, some little Piruline, you know, or whatever those are called, those skinny sweet sticks, Pirulines. And sometime, I'll be honest, somebody break out a thing of Pirulines, it's a gay man. And that's factual, man, but in no shade, bro. But what I'm trying to say is, you want a thick, you know, you want Captain Thickopotamus working at the bakery. You want a dude who's putting butter on his own arm and about to fucking slice it up and eat it. You know? You want that big biatch who's in there just frosting up them front tats, bro. You want somebody thick at a bakery because you know it's going to be good. But what I'm saying is, in the old days, if you walked into a bakery, you bought something. They didn't run out the back door of the bakery and tell everybody what you bought. There wasn't somebody running out the back door saying, oh, you know, Theo loves chocolate rum raisin donut holes. So then now for the rest of your life, you have some chocolate rum raisin hitman looming around at every turn. Because that's what it's like now. You get on any app, you buy something. For the rest of your life, they haunt you with the shit. You want Asics? You want Asics, bro? You'll be getting your mom a damn casket. And you'll be like, damn, nothing go with that casket like some dark ass Asics. You want these wood grain Asics? Like, bitch, I don't want any Asics. That was years ago. But, you know, so you didn't have that back in the day. But now you buy anything, you have it. And so it's a little alarming to me in the sense of an 18-year-old gets onto the sex world and is selling sexuality, selling that kind of stuff. It's not wrong. And everybody's opinion is valid. But what worries me is then whoever buys it is going to be getting baited throughout the rest of their life with that dirty bait, that young bait, that cusp bait, that line between air and water, where you breathing and you drowning. And that's what scares me, is that you can't just make a purchase one day or I don't even want to, fuck, I might call it a mistake. If you buying looks at a children in taco eating contest, family file suit. A California man choked and died during an amateur taco eating contest at a minor league baseball game. The son of the man is suing the event's organizers for negligence. The president of the league declined to give a statement. You know, there's a lot worse ways to go, man. There's a lot worse ways to go than with half a taco in you. And these days, nobody wants to have any accountability, no matter what it is. You know, everybody wants to hashtag Taco Tuesday and, nom, 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 nom. But they can't back it up in the streets. They get out there on them taquitos or them beef quesadillas. And they can't back it up. Bye. So I think in this case, you almost got to let bygones be bygones, man. Unless they use that T-shirt cannon and shot it down your boy's gullet. I mean, it's highly unfortunate. You know, first of all, it's extremely unfortunate to even have people know that you were at a minor league baseball game. And then that you never left because you're with the Lord now. And you got tacoed out. I mean, it's heartbreaking, man. And I feel for the family, and I feel for the fella that went down on that entree. But I don't know if a lawsuit helps. It's just gonna, it's gonna cripple the team. The team will be done. So maybe see if you could sue to have change the name. Sue to see if you could change the name to something in memoriam of your son. That might be kind of nice. At least that way there's going to be a piece of him still alive, in a special way that will, because other people are going to go to the games and find joy. Video that came in right here. Let's take a peek. This is a young fella with Down syndrome. And I beat it. And this beautiful fella right here, this toddler, he's playing football.
And the handoff comes to Sam Jordan. Sam with the gun. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's going to
That's beautiful, man. This fella for the Wildcats. And he has Down syndrome, and he played for the Wildcats, and they let him run in for the score. And that kind of stuff is sweet, man. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see the little fella getting out there, getting into the end zone, feeling that fire, because so many people don't get to feel that camaraderie. I do think, though, that somebody towards the end of the thing should have lit him up a little bit. Have a brother, at least a mixed dude, fly in and just right as he crosses the goal line, crack him a little. Just to really, because that's how you learn, man. Going through the fire. You could let anybody just run across the track. You get a good feeling. I'm sure it's uplifting. But knowing that you got laid down by a mixed dude right at the end, I think that makes it even doper if he shows it to his friends or when he watches it back, It gives it that vitriol. So I know the fella's already got that DS on him, and I wish they, I feel like they just should have had a brother crack him down at the end, or just somebody, and not like hurt him. You're not trying to hurt the guy. He's already got his thing going on, but I just feel like you want him to feel the whole vibe of the game. But I don't know. And that's just my take on it.